Well, Bittrex, we see ourselves as an incubator of the blockchain space. We look for the most interesting technology and business models on the blockchain, and we want to build markets for them on our platform. So unlike some of the other exchanges, we have like a pretty large selection of digital currencies. We've got roughly about 200 of them. Different projects are coming and going, but we're always looking for like the best new projects. And you know, there's no restriction in terms of like where in the world the projects are from. So we have a lot of projects on exchange that are, you know, based with development teams in China, but other countries around the world as well. Well, I think the differentiation is like two things. One is security. So the founders of Bittrex were you know, we've been in the security industry for the last, like about a combined 50 years, working at places like Microsoft and Amazon. And we used all of that knowledge to build our platform and try to make it as secure and safe as possible. I think the other thing is just that, you know, we're very committed to blockchain as a technology. We think it's got a tremendous amount of future potential. And so we really are out there trying to partner with the community to find, like I said, the best projects out there and make sure that they have a platform to be successful. Well, so, you know, we did stop signups. So we had like about 100,000 people sign up in a span of 8 hours, which is, you know, it's pretty crazy. We wanted to make sure that we could scale the company up so that the existing customers would be really happy with the service, and we slowly started letting new customers in. So right now it's invitation only, but we will expect to start opening it up to more and more customers. But again, it's really going to be dependent on how well we're able to scale, continue to make sure that existing customers are happy.
Do you have any conference when you reopen to the order?
I'd say it's going to be within the next, maybe like within the next 2 to 4 weeks. Well, right. I mean, we believe that there's a lot of different great ideas in the blockchain. And so we wanted to make sure that we had a home for all of them. So, you know, if like, I'm not happy with just having 190 tokens. You know, eventually there's going to be so many great ideas out there that we might have thousands of tokens on Bittrex, right? It's just going to be dependent on what amazing ideas people are building on this technology. Well, I mean, so we have like our test to add something on Bittrex is like, we have 3 things that we look for. The first is making sure that it's innovative, right? We want to make sure that it's really going to be like a new technology or a new business idea. The second thing that we look at is we want to make sure that the people who are working on the token and the people who advise them and support them are actually capable of delivering the things that they're promising. You know, this technology is so new right now that everything is breaking. You know, like as more and more people are using these things, you know, there's a lot of stress on blockchain networks today. And, you know, what distinguishes us or what makes a great team in our view is not the ones that have perfect code right now, because we know there's no such thing, but it's the ones who are very quick to be able to fix things. And so, you know, we're looking for those guys to really partner with and, you know, build markets on our exchange. And the last thing is the regulatory, you know, scrutiny. We make sure that, you know, to the best that we can, that it's a token that will be, you know, considered okay in the U.S. environment. You know, there's some pretty high standards in terms of what tokens we can and can't trade, and we want to make sure that every token that we're adding onto the exchange meets those high standards. We don't invest in tokens. So one of the things about Bittrex is that none of the employees are allowed to trade, and and the company itself doesn't trade. And we do that because we want to make sure that you know, that what we're doing on our platform is always in support of the traders, right? If we're trading on our platform, then, you know, people can, you know, I think people would distrust us. So we don't do it at all. But the things that I'm really excited about, I think, are, you know, as I mentioned before, like consumer-related tokens, things that are going to make the lives of the average person easier, things that I can explain to my mom, and she doesn't even know that it's going to be on the blockchain, but it's a great use case of a token. You know, whether it's, you know, things like posting blogs in the blockchain so that the government can't censor it, or being able to track interesting pieces of data like medical records, or the microchip in my dog, being able to put that onto the blockchain so that anytime my dog gets lost, the vet always knows how to contact me. I think those are the kinds of things that are great use cases for the blockchain and are going to be very consumer focused. And the more people who use the blockchain, the better it's going to be for all of us.